So we can hear it and then.
Feel it.
Hey, everybody, we're gonna get
Bring,
started.
what is it?
Call to order. That was a joke. I'd like to call the meeting of the Scio Township Election Commission to order at 10:02 a.m. First, we'll do a roll call. Supervisor Hathaway is hopefully on his way. Treasurer Palmer. Here. Clerk Flintoff here. We have quorum. Adoption of the agenda. Proposed agenda is before you, Donna. It is simply public comment, approval of the minutes, and the public accuracy test.
So. Oh, we don't, we're just observers. Oh, I'm sorry. That's so
That was great, but yes. Let's just all move it.
I like being invited and I really don't know the game.
I like consensus-based processes. So the agenda is adopted, moved by Palmer, support by Flintoff, and all are in favor. Okay, public comment. First, I'd like to start with the public that is present here today. This is the time for members of the public to speak for up to 3 minutes on any matter under the purview of the Election Commission. Do any members of the public want to say anything?
I would just like to thank you for having us here.
Okay, yeah, I'm so glad you're here. It's great to have people here for this process. That's the purpose of it. I'd also ask, is there anybody on Zoom who has a public comment? Please raise your Zoom hand. All right, seeing none, I will close public comment. Move on to approval of the minutes. Approval of the minutes of January 29th, 2024. They're attached there before you, Donna. I'll give you a moment.
Not much, right? No, we just took care of business pretty bad. Move to approve.
Support? All in favor, say aye. 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 The minutes are adopted as presented. New business, public accuracy test of the tabulator for the February 27th, 2024 presidential primary. I'd like to introduce Deputy Clerk Mary Gillis and turn over the process now to her. Thank you, Mary.
Hi, everybody. Welcome and welcome to the Zoom attendees. I'm going to walk over here so that I'm on camera. There we go.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I'm talking. You don't want a disembodied voice, do you? So the only thing I want to say before I begin is if I go too fast, slow me down, interrupt me, ask questions. Okay. And here's the other member of the Election Commission. Welcome. We're just getting started with the machine testing. So this setup is just about exactly the way it would look when the election inspectors show up at the polling place at 6 a.m. on election day. So the tabulator will be open and on, and it will say print 0 report. They'll lock up the bin doors. We're not going to do that today because we're going to be in and out of there. And the first thing we're going to do is print a 0 report, and everybody present at the polling place that day would sign it, witnessing that there are no recorded ballots on this machine, because this is going to print out every candidate in every race and show that there are 0 ballots recorded for that. And this is maintained as one long tape throughout the day to just sort of prove the chain of custody. Because at the end of the tape, then we'll have it print out the number of ballots that are being recorded. Thank you, that's helpful. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is open the polls next.
You're welcome to
Come
come around and look.
Give me
It's
as well.
really, it's the chance to see it.
Yeah, there's a special code, secret code that's done for every election.
I've seen it too.
And next it'll be time to start tabulating ballots. These are a mixture of ballots similar to what we would, well, representing every single position that can be voted, including not voting any position, voting all positions, putting stray marks on the thing and trying to put that through. So if you, I think Clerk Jessica is going to distribute these ballots and ask everybody to tabulate theirs. If you get a message that says something's wrong, you haven't voted any position, you voted too many, what we're going to do is go ahead and cast the ballot as is. That's an option for
So
voters.
we're gonna
You're gonna be
fill out
tabulating
the
ballots.
ballots.
You don't
So
need to
these
fill them
are-
out, they're already filled
These are
out.
actually filled out, and what we have, and can you grab the chart too?
Sure.
So kind of what the exercise is we've got these pre-populated ballots testing one of every single scenario, right?
Okay.
Every single scenario. Okay, and so, yep, every candidate. And then at the end, this is what the result is supposed to be. So you hand count this, it winds up being this result. And
And
we're
we'll
gonna-
verify it with the tape.
and then we're gonna verify it with the tape at the end of this exercise. Okay, so, yeah, this one, and Mary, this says touch writer test ballot.
Oh, okay, great. And all that means is that we generated this with the machine that disabled voters can use. So it will read the ballot to them, or it will change the way it appears on the screen for folks who have difficulty with vision or hearing.
And so it just tests the printing capability to make sure those types of printed ballots work as well as the pre-print.
Right, because that is what happens. They print them out and then they have to be tabulated and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Do you get requests for this kind of ballot?
You know,
Or is this something new?
so it's very rare. We've always offered it. Even before we got this equipment, we've always offered it. But more and more with the
And okay,
upgrade.
the difference here is that when you go to the polls, your ballot is going to be in a secrecy ballot, which
Right.
is the top
Through a
peeking out
special
anytime.
computer program. Email it to them.
Yeah, that's so fun.
All right.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Is that you, team game?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels weird to be voting.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, it does feel a little
I
weird.
know.
Imagine how I feel like I'm 60.
Maybe this isn't a great thing to I'm gonna have to put a big caption on this video, like, nobody actually wrote it.
Please give, you know,
Yeah.
you know it's gonna go viral.
Yeah, I know. I'm going down.
It's tabulated.
It's interactive.
You'll see that, right? The numbers are going up.
So it's like, it's a place to go.
That's
Um, I
Or just seeing if they.
I think, yeah, we do.
I can point out to you, it's now at
Yeah, so
9,
you test
your
the
ballot
write-ins.
is now gonna make it number 10. And that's one of the things that they do periodically during election day is they call out the folks on the who are checking in voters, count out how many voters they've checked in, and they check it against the number
Yeah.
that's here to make sure that nothing's been missed during the
Missed you
day.
last
What
week.
is the process if somebody writes in this?
Oh,
That's
the-
right.
The bus.
Yes, you can. This scanner is.
You can get so many
Yeah,
things on your calendar.
You know, I was just thinking,
But
where were they gonna be 50?
And then it prints it out right on our
That's my
tape.
thought.
Yeah, and before 2017, our prior equipment didn't do that, so at the end of the night,
Haven't had one with.
it was another hour and a half or so on. a
So it
big
just does
electric-
like a scan and print.
Yeah,
That's
and
very
it's like all the dummy ones are at the end stage a lot of times.
All the ones I warned you
Very
about.
great.
Error.
As a citizen.
Yeah.
As a
Well, that makes sense. And then like they do with the checks anymore, you know, when you deposit the check,
Exactly.
they can read it.
I feel like,
Exactly.
you're used to
Now,
dealing with
this is where the
small
AI
tokens, so you're handing them out one at a time and making them line up and.
Just want to make sure they don't get lost.
Yeah.
Right.
There you go.
Just,
It
we
worked.
don't have to be in any order.
No,
Of course not. That's not the way they
That's-
come
yeah.
in, would it?
But it is.
Oh, you have to wait till it goes green. There you go.
Oh,
yes, and this is exactly the same as early voting.
Right,
You know that, but I just want to
Right.
be
Early
clear.
voting is going to have a live
Yeah,
deadline.
sure.
And we are gonna do observing it.
Oh, okay. Oh, good. Where do you reside?
It just doesn't.
I'm in Ann Arbor Township.
There you go.
Oh, good. So you'll be voting for some of the early voting here.
Yes, I think that's right.
Not yet.
Well, I won't,
Close
because
yet.
I have a.
They must have floated to the bottom of the stack.
Yes.
So you know what
It
you
is,
can
it's
do?
there.
But I can bring it in.
And
Yeah.
cast it at early votes.
Yes, okay.
There's
that's right.
so many options. It's confusing. All right, going around that.
Well.
Yeah,
so
so we actually start early voting a week from Saturday.
Huge amount of work for you all.
The presidential
um,
weekend,
Yes.
the holiday week.
Well,
Will be
that I
so
love.
much more well.
Okay.
So we're gonna have 5 jurisdictions here, well, City of Dexter.
I saw that,
Ann
I mean,
Arbor
I didn't
Township,
pay
Scio.
attention to my,
Oh, yeah.
but I was like, but it is right.
Yeah.
There's a couple strategies I hear going around Northfield.
That's, thank goodness, why would you want everyone to tell somebody to do that?
And feel free to put some in the lottery.
There should be one. in here
Upside down.
Yeah.
precinct.
Oh,
That'll bounce back.
so it'll.
Try to trip it up.
Yeah, you can do it. upside
Oh,
down.
so what,
Really
okay.
test this
Oh,
machine.
so this.
Yeah,
one
you can do it upside
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
backwards. Yeah, it's a smart machine. Cool. It doesn't matter.
That's right.
Oh.
You gotta make this fun.
We should be getting into the ones that are, something.
Yeah.
There we go.
This one says, I made no choices on the ballot to make changes.
We're in
No
California.
changes.
Oh,
And we're gonna pass it as it is.
actually, about there.
Pull it out.
I grew up here. I lived out there. San Francisco.
You see there's no.
Said, are you here for
No,
the?
Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I know, that was
Something,
pre-Silicon
whatever
Valley.
this is called.
Yeah.
I said, no.
Yeah, you need some.
I didn't notice it.
At this point, you're making a point that you're voting.
Thank you for your
Not
service.
telling them anything about what you want.
Well, this is all I gotta do, I'm okay.
Okay, see, I messed it up just like now too. Well, I put it in backwards and upside down. and
Yeah.
It was a ballot that was empty and it didn't want any of it. I feel like I have two, but I think that's one.
So I will say that does happen, like every once in a while, and Kim knows this, you've worked the polls, you know, where you accidentally distribute 2 ballots. That'll happen once in any big election. Somebody tries to put in 2 ballots. And now with early voting, we have ballot on demand. So this is going to be a it's a big training change, and we did early voting here without ballot on demand. But if you think about it, for the early voting sites, we have 2 different ballot styles.
We're
for
about
style.
halfway through. Oh,
We put 5 jurisdictions
All right,
in, you
this
have to
is
have
all
10 different
green.
ballot styles. On a big election,
So if
you
somebody
could have
marked their
150
ballot all over the
different
place,
ballot
they're getting the
styles.
boxes.
you needed a single
They
early
would
voting site.
recognize that.
So it's
had
not
no
practical to
choices
have all
made.
those printed.
All right, and that's
So-
true.
They print the ballot,
There you
you
go.
have to
So
the
we're
counter,
passing
check
it
in,
as-
print the ballot you need.
What have you got here? Everybody, you think that this, we should just open. it
So,
wide up.
They also won't do
By committee.
have
you can pass
unique
that ballot as
numbered
is.
stubs.
Yes.
So that's a training issue too.
So when it.
makes me nervous,
Prints
stop.
it out, it'll know.
That would make.
It'll,
Change it just to write.
It's not an open
I'm gonna let you go, I'm gonna write something in.
It's a lot of change.
Oh, you're gonna write something in?
Sure.
Oh, that's interesting.
Go ahead.
We've never had anybody do that.
Yeah.
Well, it's blank and it's checked, so.
Totally should.
Did you see those materials that sent you from Webby?
See, with the ballot on demand technology, not really. No, they put something in to have stub list. It was,
Did you get my email last week?
Right, they want stub list.
Oh, and it's the materials.
Right, when you pull it all the way out, there you
The
go.
way ridership goes.
We'll see, yeah.
They sent it the day before, so I probably sent it last Thursday.
all right.
Which would have been.
There we go. It's so much fun to do it together.
See, aren't you glad all of us showed up?
I am.
We're gonna see
That's
your
Actually,
handwriting
no,
on our.
I've done this other places. Oh,
Why?
they did the whole thing.
So it would
Oh,
have been-
why?
I mean, no one should watch, but there was no, the first, February, no practicing with the machine.
I don't know what the concern would be. They're your machines. No, I guess that's nowadays.
Here we
I mean,
go.
if one of you tried to like run out of the room.
Oh, That's funny.
Yeah.
So, this is not fair, but,
Okay.
so. Where's my paper? That's part of what you're.
Oh,
I was trying to figure out how we got so many versions of.
So that's by law. So
So
the
what
law
I think I
dictates
forwarded,
the order of candidate
um,
names
Uh-huh.
that they must rotate. And so you'll see for like, I think one,
That.
it rotates
So they
and
didn't.
it,
And I
it
remember
actually,
seeing
it did always.
but I don't remember.
and
That-
that
that's-
started with.
I'm not sure why. Oops, something's going on. Oh, this polling place is not configured to accept this ballot, so that one actually won't go through the middle. Because, no, it shouldn't, because it's.
Was it have to try again?
Yes.
But there was nothing.
No, that's not the right one.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a side township chest.
No,
No, but nothing, but we're testing.
So does
Turns
everybody
out-
understand why they
Yeah.
want
Remember we
government
asked
to
the question
do?
if they're gonna pay a double.
So
fee?
that is,
You do.
that's right, so somebody
Yeah.
walks in for a
Remember we asked the
jurisdiction that is
question
not
on our first
configured for
meeting,
their
did they
early
pay a double
voting,
fee or
They can't.
it would be okay, but this is configured for
So when they
election.
get off, they pay AT&T's fare and then they pay a fare
And
to
so
get
you
on.
can't.
One and only ours.
Wait,
Yep, I
it's-
take that.
oh,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
really
Excellent.
too.
Yeah, but.
Well,
We'll get used to
There
it.
should be a transfer.
That's, it's so awesome.
no, if we program it all,
So that we
test
can
it. I was kind of, I mean, we test for the AV count boards, you know, and we've done that.
Seems like a slogan or
Some
something.
precinct, someone.
Not
had it.
completely.
Waves ready to win.
So, yeah.
To rock and
Yeah, yeah,
wave.
it's just the
But I don't
voters,
see.
the voters aren't used to being able to put multiple different precincts in one calculator, but we've
Maybe
been
it's in
doing
this
it for
thread
years
here,
with the
it's a
AV
bunch.
count board.
Okay, okay.
So it's not.
For that day.
No, this is from January.
No, it would have been February. Um, Like the Thursday, I think I sent it out.
So here's something.
So, yeah, I mean, so you know, it was sort of like a general, or an election, maybe you all think it's around.
Says when ours expire.
Because there's so many options.
Yeah, it can take an hour and a half.
Not this one, we are almost. This is 53, we got 60.
These are all the messages from you. This is this whole thing.
How does a forwarded message?
Well, sometimes if you don't, if you forward a message,
Or.
it should come from you, whoever's forwarding it. But it
Okay.
could
You know, we do a
also
lot of.
run the risk of it losing
duplication of
attachments.
We'll get the military ballots sent in, the accessible ballots sent in,
Sometimes.
and they aren't on these kind of the forms that could be the ballots.
I'll try to find it. I'll send it to you.
You have two inspectors. Fill it out
Oh,
or to duplicate. And this year, actually, the AV count boards aren't sequestered, which is
no,
an adjustment.
Oh, wait, Kim, I found it.
I'm a little
Found it?
concerned
Yeah,
about.
it was further, it's earlier.
It's like
It's actually in
something to
January.
eat, it's the restroom. But, yeah, but it means people could.
When it was
come in-
Wednesday.
Challengers can come and go with cell phones.
Yeah.
I also
Oh,
can't prohibit
really?
cell phones anymore, and I would always prohibit cell phones in the AV count board. I would have people turn them in.
Yeah.
Like the workers and be sequestered, like jury duty.
Yeah.
But now there's no sequestration. And so if a challenger or poll watcher came in, when it was sequestered, they'd have to stay the whole day. Now they don't have to, they can come and go.
Yeah.
It's still a felony to not disclose results, but I can already tell you exactly,
We're never gonna know.
right, if people are coming and going and devices are there,
What you got.
like, I mean, Mary or I are gonna have to, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna come here, but they could in a big election. I mean, I almost feel like then I have to be watching that, which I don't like.
Go ahead.
You know, to
But also
monitor it.
it's-
Oh, these are like not normal, they're.
Yeah, that's a stray marks one.
I know.
So that would be,
I know.
otherwise.
Oh, and you
other
got,
So
I just think in a big jurisdiction, the AV count boards,
numbers, we'll just note that.
you know, it's gonna get disruptive.
sorry.
Because you just have stacks and stacks of ballots on tables, you know? You need to be at the work.
Now that we're paying attention.
So I don't like that change. I don't understand the policy aim of that.
Okay, and that's all our ballots, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So then.
Okay, great job.
Yeah,
Let's see, challenge or we, but that's right, I
The
know that
polls
we
are
have our,
closed.
we've done that with,
So here's what I
so,
found.
yeah, we can text, yes, there's a problem at a precinct or whatever.
Yeah.
If you, I just, you guys, thank you. I have actually signed up on the sheet to be a poll worker, like in the state thing, but I haven't gotten called by anybody. And no, because just go directly to the jurisdiction you wanna work for.
Yeah.
Honestly, signing up with the state or the county
Uh-huh.
to be a poll worker just adds another step for us. Little project.
Oh, yeah, because I'm like,
But then I'll email you.
Plenty, right? So I
Yeah,
never know like who else, like,
They're
and
looking
usually
for-
they want people from different backgrounds, so,
Mhm.
so I should contact.
So if you go to tab two.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
all these different places that I could contact.
I
Okay.
was gonna say, they
Yeah.
were looking for early
Those are all our
voting.
documents.
Time, because they really.
Yeah, Ann Arbor's doing it
They've
alone.
been seven in Ann Arbor.
Yeah,
I can't do it because I'm having surgery, but.
Those are-
yeah. And you know who might need a hand too? I don't know, but Ypsi Township, they have to do it alone and their clerk had planned to be part of the countywide, but their board refused.
My goodness.
And I really feel for her.
Yeah.
See,
Oh,
Um,
yeah, it's a township.
Yeah, I
It's a
think
township.
she's
Township
feeling.
or MC City?
Township. Because they're the ones that are doing the early voting.
Okay.
And it's, you know, these 11-hour days, 9 days in a
Yeah.
row for.
So I was
For the
that.
clerk. Yeah, we did it in the fall and it was exhausting.
Really exhausting. Can we?
Okay,
move
let's-
on? All right,
yeah.
so
No,
it's the end of the day.
It's all on recording.
Polls are closed, polls
Okay.
are closed.
Polls are closed, so then what the election inspector is going to do is going to touch the booth.
So these two.
And we're gonna close the polls. Yes, we really want to close the polls.
You go down here.
Enter the special code.
And who assigns the code? They just ran these
Spreadsheet.
No, we,
Because you just
um,
recorded
It
it
comes from the county clerk to the township clerk.
and it changes.
Okay, here. we go.
Every election.
Oh, there. Oh.
This is.
It's on camera.
Oh, no, this is a dummy one.
Right.
Yeah. For this.
This is
purpose.
what's-
And,
Oh my.
right, the
God.
results are gonna print out here, including, I believe, the write-ins.
Let's see
So,
how well it captured your write-in.
Yeah, but these are these are different probably.
Right, so but basically 48,000 people.
Right? I know, isn't it like a blast from the past?
So like five.
I guess they-
So maybe 10,000.
That's right, they didn't put the,
each
the market.
ballot, or is this by?
The total.
Oh,
The
by,
total.
by,
Did not seem right, it's hard to do a special write-in report.
Yeah.
I guess the question is, you know, how many?
So that other people that we said, look at all those people writing within 6,000, that could be people coming from, could be Thornton, because they
So
started Thornton
it's
Farm.
trying,
Jack.
yeah, trying to.
It's okay, I asked.
Just
Okay.
right where we wanted, because that's right where we started.
Yeah, Parker Road.
The county like.
So anyway,
figures out,
there could be people
like,
just
turns
going
on whatever the
back, and
speaker
those are
is for
rides,
these
not
results
people.
at the right time.
Trips.
It's not always
Some
on.
trips.
Right,
To let them know
so
we're
it could be
doing
many
the
more
test.
people.
It could be less people.
And I just want
Yeah,
everybody to
several
know,
trips.
I want to be
That's
clear,
why trips.
the elections do not rely on modems.
It's a little.
Or, but
So
it
at
could
the
be
end of the
multiple
night, they're not
people.
transmitted. At the end of the night,
It could be.
I officially take the flash drives and the paper copies and everything to
My
the
view, my.
elections go on, if the modems don't work, if the internet is down, if the electricity goes out, nothing stops elections.
Battery backup, we have.
Everything, yes. We don't need
Paper backup,
electricity,
paper backup, we
internet,
have.
or
The
modem.
thumb drive, yeah. Yeah.
So you can transmit and you do,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but you're physically taking all the ballots.
And the flash drives. Yeah, because you can imagine around the state, you know, modem reception, you know, and internet, you know, early voting will rely on internet. That's a new requirement. But we can always do it with paper. So we're going back sometimes to old fashioned paper. Yeah, just in case. We always have paper backup. That's right, Donna.
Yeah, I don't think we should ever, never. I don't,
I
I
agree.
agree,
Need that.
but we definitely need, the technology is because it makes our job easy. I
Yep.
used to be an election monitor, so
I know.
sit
How
around.
many years did you work?
Cause I know you were on board before I came.
I did it 3 years, at least 3 years with, your former
Nancy,
Nancy, yes.
maybe a year with me.
I got you beat 4 years.
I worked
So,
for years
um,
before I
Jess?
was appointed treasurer.
Oh.
Would you like to,
Sorry, yeah. Would you like to run checking this against this? I wanna
I do.
look in my paperwork about
Yep.
printing out the.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little homework now, and if you guys wanna come around this side of the table.
I have 2. You'll see.
So-
trips compared to.
Let's see here. So for these,
Usually comes down.
summary chart. Two. One of one.
But you'll see that we're right.
Oh, okay, Democrat, Republican, oh, the Republican is summary chart 2 of 2, okay,
Because they have a bunch of.
okay. Oh, and that's why we have so many different ballots, because it's, okay, fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have one of you check off the results. So we're gonna start with the Democratic results. Here, it's shorter. Okay, so Democratic results for Scio Township Precinct 1, Joseph R. Biden, 4.
now what do I do?
Just check. Yeah, check here. Yep. Dean Phillips, 3.
Yep.
Marianne Williamson, 5. Uncommitted, 2. Write-ins, 2. 1. Oh,
We did have 2 write-ins,
oh, there's,
One of them
because-
was a Republican.
but this is the Democratic, right?
Yeah, so there's a write-in over here.
I wrote
But
it.
it should.
No,
be
no, no.
separate.
Oh, well,
yeah.
but it should.
so
someone else.
I have 2 Democratic write-ins. So we just have 1 here.
Let's check the actual ballots.
Okay, let's come back to that one.
Yep.
Undervote, 1. And the undervote is, the,
Want to help me?
Mary, where's the undervote on here?
I really don't know.
Yeah, this chart's a little different than usual.
We are looking for.
So we're supposed to have 1 undervote
Write-ins.
and 1 overvote. Oh, blank ballot. That's what.
So we're looking at,
Okay.
for
so
the write-ins,
undervote,
there's 1
Okay, so there was
Now,
one.
it's gotta be
undervote, which is because there were
Democratic.
There was none. And then there should be 1 overvote. No, that would be, there should be 1 where they. Like this ballot 1 is the undervote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Right, and then,
They were. Over?
no. So Mary, I'm trying to figure out which one they're considering an overvote. And which one they're considering a write-in.
Right, because I'm not sure, actually.
I think we'll just have to look. real quick.
You want me to look for an overvote?
If you
I
just-
had an overvote, so here's the other, right,
There's the 2 write-ins.
President, Republican.
Oh, that's a Republican write-in.
It's Dem
Right.
and Republican. And
So
now
let's just sort it out. Let's pull out the deck.
override is choosing all of them.
It's choosing more than you're supposed to, which is in this case, 2 or.
Oh, 2 or more?
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think they just choose all of them. We're looking for 2 Dem write-ins, is that right?
Mhm.
That's what it's counting?
Counting
Right.
2 Dem write-ins, and it's counting 1 overvote.
In the Dems,
Mhm.
and I have all of them out, so I think so.
So is the override being counted, the overvote being counted as a write-in?
No, I had a, now here's a, so let me say this, here's a
That's a write-in.
but it doesn't have a person, so this is the two Democrats.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But it didn't have a.
This
I didn't
was
count it 'cause
their
it didn't
sample,
have a
that's why
person.
we've got two.
Yeah.
And it said two.
Yeah, it says, okay, good.
Yeah.
So
Two
two
write-ins.
write-ins.
Yeah,
So
it just
we're-
doesn't have a
okay,
name.
so we're clear.
They said don't count it.
There's no
So,
over.
but hold on,
You have
can I
the
look at
one.
those real quick?
We must have the one that says,
All of the balance.
Oh,
No,
that's
but-
why, because they said one, because that predated Mickey Mouse, somebody writing in Mickey Mouse. Right,
No,
so
but-
two, the write-in total should be two,
Mm-hmm.
because we actually put two in. And
And
this
we-
is what happened, and we took the stray mark one, and we made it a write-in. That's
Oh,
what we did.
okay.
here it
Okay,
is.
that's
That's the
No,
Democratic
we- no, it's
overvote.
it was a good
I said test the machine.
You
You did.
And so
You
the
did.
stray mark one is usually considered an undervote.
And
And
so,
so now there's no undervotes, right?
and so we don't have an overvote.
Yes, we do.
Oh, we do?
Democratic overvote.
Okay,
I just found it,
okay, so here's,
Coded to.
this is the one overvote.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, I'm trying to see how this was coded.
It doesn't account for one overvote?
there's no overvote.
ballot should have still listed. What's the ballot?
It's,
Ballot
it's
one.
just the test chart. not
The test chart is not reflecting that there's one overvote?
Yeah. So that was the over.
That's your overvote right
Yeah,
there.
this one was the overvote.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
okay, so here's the overvote,
Right. test ballot.
okay, and then here's the two write-ins. Okay, good. All right, I'm satisfied. Everybody
Okay, yeah, The
else?
stray mark.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep,
all right.
Yep.
Okay, Republicans? Okay, here we go. All right, Ryan Binkley, 3. Chris Christie, 9. Ron DeSantis, 8. Nikki Haley, 7. Asa Hutchinson, 6. Vivek Ramaswamy, 5. Donald Trump, 4. Uncommitted, 2. Write-ins, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Undervotes, 2.
I never count undervotes.
And then overvotes, 1.
Yep, I see the overvote right here.
It's just the way it's reflected here. So this
So
is one
that's these two.
overvote, ballot 1.
That's the undervote and overvote, I'll find the other undervote.
And then we need, yeah, and then 2 undervotes. So that would be a blank ballot is 1.
Mhm.
Ballot 4.
We got one blank, one over.
Mhm.
He's looking to see if we got it. You want two?
2 undervotes. Yes, we got 1 blank. We need 1 other undervote.
Okay, coming right up.
So we have a different vendor prepare our test deck than the vendor we use that prints our ballots, just as an extra check and balance.
Isn't that nice?
But depending on which vendor we use, I'm not always immediately familiar. Okay, good.
blank.
Yeah,
Blank.
2 blanks and 1 write-in.
Okay, so there are 2.
One
Mhm.
over.
Yeah,
Okay,
right,
great.
2 blanks and 1 write-in and 1 over.
Okay, and so we had a total of 66 voters.
Mhm.
Great. Okay, all right, so with that, should we ask, people to sign for president?
That would be great. I would love that. That's what
Oh my
we
God,
usually
I gotta
do, the
sign
election.
for
Yeah, I think
Sign
so,
it.
yeah. Here you go.
Mary, I'm gonna question you
welcome to
further
sign,
when
but
you
this
ask
is,
me.
accurate, if you wish to.
Just saying you witnessed that, all this that happened. You did witness it.
I did.
Okay. Yeah, there's something.
Yeah, it's been a little wonky. Yeah. Oh, and it gave you that? Yeah. Well, I don't even imagine. Yeah. Wow. Sounds good, okay?
So.
It is, but it's just, here we go. Donna and Will. And Mary, are there the other
Anything else besides this you need done in order to sign?
No.
I think we're set.
That is the accuracy of the machines, of the machine tested.
Great.
We
And then-
passed the test.
You secure this then between now and the election,
That's right.
right?
We
Yes,
secure
it's
equipment all the time.
Yes, it's but you can see that the.
Sorry, I have to play this.
The program is Scio.
You have to.
And then Scio
I
is
do.
recorded, and then this whole thing will be locked up in a room until election day,
Yeah,
after I clear the ballots.
Right. I was gonna say
Those
that
ballots, I
they
gotta
have
clear
to be
those ballots,
cleared.
so they get a zero report when they start it up on Wednesday.
right. And so the testing has been done for all the machines. We just
Mhm.
saved one for the public.
But we test one.
Yeah, it was-
Every single machine is tested. Thank you, Don, very much. Okay, Deb. Great.
We test them before we send out here.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So I think that,
I think that concludes the public.
any questions?
Part of this.
No.
Okay, anything else, Donna or Will? Okay, a motion to adjourn?
Do you need us to approve minutes or did you already do?
We already did that, yeah, thanks. So, okay, moved by.
Before you
Support by
adjourn?
Quick Call. Oh, wait a minute, wait, I'm sorry, Rob, thank you for typing in, public comment, Rob Pattinson.
During the middle part of this exercise, you were talking about a new regulation for poll watchers and phones and technology. There was another conversation going on at the same time about buses that interfered with the audio of that comment. Could you repeat your concerns about technology and poll watching that you made during the meeting, please?
Sure. Thanks, Rob. So the change in the law that was made as part of the voting reforms, which I wholeheartedly support, 95% of the voting reform. The one reform I'm concerned about is the one that removes the sequestration requirement for people doing absentee ballot counting. So up until this election, for absentee ballot counting and an AV count board, it's kind of like jury duty. When the workers come in, I request their phones. They know they're, to hang out and not disclose the results. The whole purpose is to not inadvertently commit a felony and disclose the results of an election before the polls are closed. So that's why sequestration is so important. The change in the law is that, and under that, let me go back, under that, Rob, when challengers or poll watchers, any member of the public certainly was always welcome to come into the AV count board. But the requirement was that once you come in, you stay until the polls close. You stay until the polls close, and the rules regulating it were very much like those in a polling place. The challengers had the same rights that they have in a polling place. Poll watchers in areas of the public, certainly have those rights as well. So it's a public process. It's certainly not a secret process, but it was controlled so as to prevent the inadvertent or purposeful disclosure of the tally before the polls close. The change in the law lifts that sequestration, and the requirement not to disclose remains. But now the doors will be open. People can come and go throughout the day, Rob. So poll watchers, challengers can come and go throughout the day. Further, we've been given guidance through the legislature regarding technology. There is to be, poll watchers and challengers may bring recording devices, cell phones into the polling place, be able to communicate in and out as they are. They're just not supposed to break the law. My concern is we've made it very easy
for people to break that law. That's my concern. And my concern is also not in Scio, but in other places, like what we saw in Detroit with the AV counting boards and the disruption to the process in 2020 is, for any bad actors, I think it will embolden them and give them tools to be even more disruptive. So that's my concern.
Just a little one.
But that said, you know, certainly everything's a public process, our early voting, our polls, you know, we invite the public to watch every step from 6 a.m. when we show up until whatever time we go home. It's just important to observe and not interfere.
Does that add a step of responsibility to you and to Mary to remind everyone coming in to not break the law when they leave with their phones to, I mean.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that messaging.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's gonna go over real well.
thank you for clarifying that. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks for asking, Rob. Okay,
Any other public comment? Is Rob the only one
Rob's the only one
on the
here.
audience? Thank you for coming, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Well, I'll support the motion to adjourn.
Okay, motion by Palmer, support by Hathaway. All in favor, say aye. Aye. The election commission is adjourned at 10:45. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much.
I started on this.
Thank you for coming and for
I
participating.
worked in the old fashioned machines. Yeah. You pull the lever and pull the curtain.
Yep.
And
Always enough
when-
people to do it.
if you pull every single little lever that you pull, if you want to pull.
Yeah.
Well, I
That
made a
really
change to that is
Years ago, I
waited.
no invite. Observer to be involved. They demonstrated how the.
Well, that was after that big machine.
Yes.
That was in July.
Yeah.
Now, in
This
the
was
village,
really.
they didn't use machines, it was paper. So that's
Transparent and.